Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
And Phoenix has possession. After the basket by Boston. A nice shot by Doncic.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Mobley on a screen. Porzingis with it. Guarded by Adebayo. And Mobley gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
They kick it out to Porzingis. No good from outside. And it's Phoenix's ball. 4-point game. Doncic, no good. Just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Adebayo. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But, Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
A member of the NBA 75 team, Kawhi's done pretty much everything on the court. Multiple Finals MVP, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. I mean, we're watching an all-timer in Leonard.
To the wing, right side. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks it! What range from downtown!
3-point field goal.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket of the night. And here's Doncic outside. Boston with a rebound. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. Mobley on a screen. Kicks it out to Anunoby. For 3, Porzingis. Sends it home from 3-point land. And that ties it up.
Well, at center, Porzingis gives you a true 3-level score. That's why he's so... valuable offensively.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Celtics, number 29.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's Doncic. He's got 6.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Man, that's his shot. But maybe he was too wide open.
And Doncic with the jam.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
substitution.
Boston trailing. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The three from Ball. And Cunningham pulls it down. And here's Boston. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Now here's Ayton. Ball. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
Here's Cunningham. Outside read. Back to Cunningham. 5 on the clock. The kick to Hunter. Second chance shot. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Oh, deflected. Back to Ball. And there's the lob. Down low. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Boston shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And Lively no good on that one.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian. Injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
He believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need.
Cade Cunningham. First personal foul. Third team foul.
The Celtics making a switch here.
Kristaps Porzingis. Evan Mobley.
There's 45 seconds left now in the first quarter. Boston on offense. They trail by 1. Takes it inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
And Ball gets it to go.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
To the inside. Back to Mobley. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Celtic substitution. Number 7. Jabari Smith.
Here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Takes a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Cunningham on the wing. 2 on the clock. He's off on that one. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Phoenix out in front, up by 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Reed with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Back to Reed. Offline with a baseline jumper.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's McDaniels. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. McDaniels got his first 2 points. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
The Suns lead by 4. Adebayo. The shot won't fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Terrific screen. They ask Reed to do a lot of the little things like that, and he does them all well. That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Caruso outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from the elbow. Misses off the right iron. And Doncic has got the ball here for Phoenix. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
Here's Barnes. Kicks it to Doncic. From deep. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Again, Doncic missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
That evens the score. Caruso's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And Caruso knows how to catch defenses off guard. Great work off that catch.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
They kick it out to Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. The Suns lead by 3. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Pass to Mobley. They kick it out to Porzingis. No good on the triple. And here are the Suns now. Doncic, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Oh, the sweet crossover, too. Doncic has got 8 here in this quarter.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis sets a screen. Jacks up a 3. Doncic grabs the miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. 1:24 left in the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. To the wing on the left. There's Ball with a three. Boston pulls it in. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Ball. Left side Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Here's Barnes. It's tipped.
A remarkable defender. Caruso also uses his deceptive vertical to his advantage to come up with blocks.
Stolen by Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. There's 25 seconds left in the second. That one drops for him.
Sweet looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
The three from Ball. Mobley grabs the board. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And he makes it on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Boston Celtics. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Launches a three, and it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Celtics lead by 3. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Siakam. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Great touch from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
A good look from Doncic. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper. Doncic has got 18 points in the game.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Not a great start to this second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Celtics lead by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Mobley. Great look there, but off target.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Caruso, right side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic pulls down the board. And Doncic has got the ball here for Phoenix. Leonard for 3. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Boston has possession. They kick it out to Porzingis. Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porzingis gets that catch-and-shoot game working.
Takes a step back. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 20 points.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Stolen by Siakam. And the Suns pushing it up now. And Doncic hammers it home.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Both teams will make substitutions. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And that's going to be a travel. Suns trail by 7. Ball with it. 5 points in the game. Here comes Ball. It's stolen by Hunter. It's Giddey on the wing. Uncovered. Phoenix grabs the miss. And now the Suns fast break. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
Cunningham outside. Left side Reed. Cunningham outside. Fires from deep. Shot clock at 6. Ball with it. And it's Giddey picking him up. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Suns trail by 7. A deep 3 from Ball. Lively grabs the miss. Outside Hunter. Outside Reed. Hunter the screen. It's Giddey on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. A minute 9 left to play in the third quarter. Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. For the finish. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, that was set up by the steal there. The activity we see from McDaniels on defense is always impressive.
Now here's Porzingis. Give him 8 points now. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Doncic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
4th personal foul.
And you can't let Doncic get this type of positioning because then you're pretty much forced to foul him.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Doncic hits them both.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Poole for three. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. The Suns trailing. Pass to Johnson. Siakam the screen. And Doncic puts up a deep three. Phoenix no good that time either.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Celtics leading by 1. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Boston with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Giddey. Launches it. Rebounded by Johnson.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, you expect this from Ayton. For him to shrug off contact inside and power his way to a bucket.
And Mobley gets it to go.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
There's Ball with a three. The rebound, Celtics. Mobley, left side. Caruso outside. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Giddey. Nails the baby hook. Giddey's got his first basket.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Looking to end this cold spell. Here's Siakam. That shot missing. Hunter with some nice D. Boston leading by 4. Outside Giddey. Hunter the screen. Out to Mobley. Clock at 6. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And Ball will bring it up here for Phoenix. Pass to Ball. Over Giddey. Ball no good.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, selfless play by Hunter to give it up to his man in space.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one is right through the heart. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
Well, they expect this from him. And he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
The Celtics on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And that one drops.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Leonard for 3. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Celtics lead by 10. Pass to Mobley. And stolen by Leonard. And the Suns pushing it up now. They get it back. Kicks it to Doncic. From behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easier.
And Anunoby for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
They are uncautious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Caruso outside. Leonard for three. Count it! Leonard for three.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. .152 left to play in the fourth. And that one's good for Porzingis. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring action.
And that was a good read from Leonard, noticing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
Out to Mobley. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Caruso outside. He drops it from range.
Three-point field goal.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Celtics.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role. Mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Assisted.
Yeah, those passing skills are just part of what makes Caruso a valuable piece.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander off the mark. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Come and get me. Big faces when they fold out. Is you with me? Don't make me. I keep a close eye when the door out. Then I slide off in the Escalade. Me and Key inside look like the ice capades. For me and he, Frosty, Roger the Rabbit and Bugsy. You understand me? Rap wrist like mummies. If you compare me to your local grocery, then you'll see I got more carrots than Aldi, more bread than algae. You can bag and scan me, sure like Albie. Meet the ticks in Maui. Hey, underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh, what's poppin' now? Underlay, mommy, E-I. Uh-oh, if they right now, On the old block with a buck back. 2 hands on my clutch that. On sell my cock that. And up on back man.
What up, Energy? It's Rio, legendary. Catch it slipping at the light, make his car stop. Hit his engine block and cut the car off. Call that proper. My brain like a new car that's in drive with no park options. Make a car reverse when they say you want. Been up, you still gave you boys enough time to drop. Not it over. My like a bad little kid. I put a on. I broke my cousin Tim. I put a on it. My little dog on Section 8. I put some wig on it. They say I talk about the same. Well, that's all I know. If you ain't pops, keep that, bro. Them all I. You ain't spinning blues, keep your bread, bro. That's all I want. All I really told. Making pros and saving cheese. That's what I'm into. My got mad, told me to leave. I'll spin to. I'm finna. I need an instrumental. You trying to learn some street knowledge? I'm a mentor. He was 6'4". Yo, put you out the crib again. What you pay rent for? I paid. She ain't call. I need to more. Hey, I got a Problem 10 on me now. I'm just at Home Depot rug shop. CNA, I gave her 5 to go scrub shopping. One day, bro, my lungs throbbing. Meet the take everything while son watches. Swear to God, I ain't want to beef. I'm more for it. Let's get these cribs. They took the fun out of it. Hey, that's the lamest. If you hope you stand, her son keep interrupted. Soon as she went to sleep, I got a game for sale. No job with jury on hustling, looking flaming. Might as well right on your forehead. I got to sell. Hey, that dumbest. I bought some. You booming every time you put 100 up. 2.5 million streams a month. Look like I'm coming up. Paranoid. Oh, his car was right next to mine. Thought he was running up. They asked me who gonna run the city next. Mike the runner up. School that how we slid for 3 months. Summer up. Hey, I hope you understand me. You the type of cribs you must don't love your family, man. My mama keeps it. I love my granny. Yeah. You better listen.
It's the Wizards in Washington for a little interconference action in the nation's capital. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Phoenix right now in the middle of a road trip. Pass to Jokic. Fades away. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Doncic outside. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Booker looking around. Here's Bridges. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Pass to McDaniels. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
On defense, the Suns. From deep, Jokic. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, how about the touch there? And there are a lot of bigs today who can impact the game on the perimeter. And I got to say, Jokic is up there with the best of them.
Now, here's Doncic. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their fourth try.
Now Williams. Fades back. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
And Leonard gets it to go.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
Picked by Bridges. Here's Booker. Now, here's Jokic. Spins. Drives to the hoop. Can't convert off the spin.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And with the score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. It can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
On the wing, Booker. That three off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Doncic. Washington with the rebound.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Nick Daniels up top from downtown, and it's Suggs with the rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. Doncic fires from way outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Nembhard. Now Jones, covered by Barnes. Suggs with the ball. The three-pointer, no good. Doncic fires from way outside. And the Suns miss again.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Klingon. Still yet to score. Pass to Nembhard. Jones for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And here is Johnson. Takes one up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young, and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
A miss that time would have put him up. .44 seconds left to play here in the first. Suggs with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Williams. Shoots over ball. And another miss by Washington.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. The Suns have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Eason. And so a tie game here as we end this low-scoring first quarter. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
Ball, the bounce pass. Over to the wing. It's up a three. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Pass to Nembhard. Shoots over ball. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Nembhard's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Wizards. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Here's Klingon. Jalen Johnson picking up that last basket. Back to Jones. Here's Nemhard. It's good from long range. Nemhard's got the lead up to 3 now for Washington.
And they've had 2 completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they've shot themselves out of that slump and have the lead here in the second.
Now Nemhard, after Jalen Johnson missing on the last 3-pointer. Nemhard with it, now guarded by Ayton. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Nemhard. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution.
Here's White. Still without a basket. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Suns.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Good. Ball's got his first bucket of the night.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
3-pointer. And it's White missing. Suns trailing. A 3-ball. Ball no good. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
So both teams making some changes here. Now here's Booker. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Tries the spin move. The shot by Williams, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 1. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. Puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Here's Jokic. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Jokic has got 7. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Jokic. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. And it's a 5-point Washington lead.
Spacing things out a little. Smart of Jokic to take advantage from that mid-range.
And it's Doncic missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Pass to Williams.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
There's 1:59 left in the first half. From past the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys that has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Jokic, no good.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Wizards leading by 10. Suggs looking around. Pass to Jokic. Booker in the corner. The 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Jokic with it. Fires for 3. That shot, no good. That one, no good. And we finished one half of basketball. Wizards out front as they wrap up the second quarter on a 20-7 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And it's Suggs missing. Suns trail by 13. And here's Doncic from the arc. That shot missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Pass to Jones. There's the triple. The shot off that time. On the wing, Barnes. No scoring in this one. Wizards leading by 13. Here's Nembhard. McDaniels defending. Stolen by McDaniels. From deep. A 3-pointer is right on target. McDaniels got the first bucket of the third here for the Suns. There's a good screen. Here's Suggs. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost. Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Eason gets a wide open look. The Wizards with another miss.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Very rarely do you see Doncic out of rhythm with his jump shots, even off the dribble. His accuracy is too good.
Eason's shot is good.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Suggs. Now Klingon. And Jones has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Doncic from the arc. And Jones pulls it down.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And here is Suggs. Down low. Doncic with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Luka hustles and gets it to the rim.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
Pass to Jones. Eason. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Eason's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Wizards leading by 9. Leonard brings the double team. Now Suggs. 6 to shoot. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Nembhard. He has 5. There's a screen. Outside, Jones. The Wizards working the ball around now. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Shot by Eason, no good.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And Barnes comes to help. Now, here's Suggs. The Wizards with another miss. And here's Doncic from the arc. Washington with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Out left to the wing. Pass to Klingon. And here is Suggs. Guarded by Doncic. Shoots. And it's Suggs missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Doncic with it. And that one released in time, but no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Wizards lead by 10. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so Booker will bring it up for Washington. It's a 10-point game. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. Sabonis, no good. Ball surveying the defense. Ball with it. Now guarded by Booker. The kick out to Barnes. Pass the ball. Over Suggs. Ball with the bucket.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
Here's Suggs. Booker in the corner. Here's White. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns trail by 8. And that's an intentional foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
First team foul. Substitution.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Ball with the bucket.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
And again, Washington no good. The tray. That one no good. Washington leading now by 5. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Sabonis. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over ball. Drops one in from the wing. And the Wizards lead by 7.
And this is Beal's role. He's out here to score the ball, and he does it at a high rate.
And it's Washington's ball. From outside the arc. And no good that time. Suns trail by 7. There's Ball with the 3. Rebound, Washington.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Outside, Beal. The kick out to Sabonis. Can't nail the jumper. Outside, Ball. Outside, Ball. Floats one. Nice D from Sabonis. Wizards leading by 7. Pass to Nembhard. Stolen by Ball. Oh, Ayton in position. Clinging with the steal. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. And again, Washington no good. Suns trail by 7. Ball from long range. Drills it from outside.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Klingon. To the paint. Bridges up top. Pocket 2. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Ball from long range. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Outside, Sabonis. Back to Beal. For the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now it's a 9-point Wizards lead.
Well, some guys over the course of their career just keep developing, and Bradley Beal came in as a sweet shooter, and he continues to do it.
Now, here's Johnson. Deep 2 from Ball. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Wizards leading by 9. 109 left in the fourth quarter. Left side, Sabonis. Good D by Siakam. Launches it. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Outside, Sabonis. Back to Bridges. Shoots over Ball. Bridges misses. And here are the Suns now. They trail by 9 points. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Sabonis, no good. And so it's the Wizards with the W. A confident win in one.
Just W's like hotels. Bounce back like a trampoline if all else fails. Already expected, they know it every time I step in the house. I stay dipped in something they can't pronounce. I do it plus. You can find me at Miller and Lux. I'm a season ticket holder, courtside. I do it
I'm pulling up smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him. Yeah, I'm pulling up smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna act a fool, had to do it to him. Feeling like I can't lose, had to do it to him.
It's a couple different ways you make it out this life. Know your steps just in case they come cut out the lights. Got no respect for no reading out my rights. Fame expensive, maybe we could speak about the price. When they talk about my name, know I define greatness. We couldn't rush a day, it took divine patience. Ain't nothing been the same, that's just my observation. These memories never fade, no I cannot erase them. I done watched loyalty disintegrate, blowing in the wind, windows down on the interstate. I was confused, I always thought when the money came, that meant sunny days, and all your problems just went away. Ain't nothing slow me down like when I had a Sprite. Sometimes it was, then it was like we was at the light. Maybe that precise, you're not familiar with begging God to just bring 'em back. My energy protected, I've been burning sage. Follow how you feel it, you won't be led astray. I said it and I meant it. Don't know no other way. They ask me how I'm doing, I tell them I'm doing great. Cause if I really wasn't, could you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? When your talent speak for itself, never pretend to be great. I moved on from that Nike box, I tried to fill up a safe. Get real, it turn you numb, feel like your feelings erase. You ain't never got the chills till you shake. Homie, the streets cold. No contributions to nothing I was pursuing. I understand it's hard to call it a movement if it ain't moving. Keep your energy the same from all them days when I felt ruined. Had everything to gain, but you complain while we regrouping. We sat around the table, broke bread like the Cypher. Judas, I could feel you touch a snake and it might bite you. Can I call and ask you for the things you asking me? Probably wouldn't let me use your bathroom if I had to. You probably wouldn't throw no water on me. Now you trying to swim. You see my jeweler threw some water on me. If I was you and you was me, you would have left me out.